My girlfriend mocked, "You're too boring. My ex was more fun." I replied, "Thanks for the feedback." That night, I took my new date somewhere she always dreamed of going. Her rage exploded when she saw my posts, knowing she'd just been replaced by her own fantasy. I, 29 male, am sitting here with a glass of whiskey, still processing what went down last week. Been with Jade, 27, for about 8 months. Thought things were solid. We'd moved in together 2 months ago. Her lease was up, seemed logical. Apparently, I was wrong about us. Last Thursday, we were at our friend Bianca's birthday dinner. About 12 people there, decent restaurant, everyone having a good time. Jade had been drinking more than usual, probably 4 or 5 cocktails in. The conversation somehow turned to relationships and types. That's when Jade decided to publicly roast me. "You know what? Garrett's sweet and all," she said, gesturing at me with her martini, "but God, he's so boring compared to Rico." Rico, her ex, the one she supposedly couldn't stand. The table went quiet. I felt my face burn. Bianca tried to change the subject. "So anyway, who wants dessert?" But Jade wasn't done. She laughed. That harsh laugh that comes with too much alcohol and not enough filter. "No, seriously, Rico would take me skydiving, underground raves, spontaneous road trips at 3 a.m. What do we do, babe?" She turned to me with mock sweetness. "Netflix and meal prep Sundays, grocery lists, scheduled date nights. It's like dating someone's dad." A few people laughed uncomfortably. I sat there processing. Rico made me feel things, you know? That excitement, that spark. With Garrett, it's just... She made a flatline gesture with her hand. Stable, predictable, safe. I set down my fork, looked her straight in the eye. "Thanks for the feedback," I said calmly. She blinked, probably expecting anger or hurt. "I'm just being honest, babe. Someone has to tell you." "I appreciate the honesty," I replied. Got up, dropped cash for my portion on the table. "Enjoy the rest of your evening." Left without another word. Here's the thing. Jade had been dropping hints about wanting to go to this exclusive dinner experience called the Blind Table. It's this sensory dining thing where you eat in complete darkness, supposed to be life-changing or whatever. Waitlist is like 6 months long unless you know someone. Well, my college roommate Derek manages high-end restaurant accounts. I'd actually gotten us a reservation for next month as a surprise for our anniversary. That reservation wasn't gonna waste. Got home, texted Derek, "Change of plans on that Blind Table res? You still looking for a +1 for Saturday?" "Wait, what? Thought that was for you and Jade?" Me, "Not anymore. You in?" "Hell yeah, what happened?" "I'll explain Saturday." Then I remembered Luna, 26F, from my CrossFit gym. Smart, funny, we'd grab protein shakes a few times after workouts. Always enjoyed talking to her. Sent her a message. Me, "Random question. You mentioned wanting to try unique dining experiences. Still interested?" Luna, "Always. What did you have in mind?" "The Blind Table. Tomorrow night." "I know it's last minute." "Shut up. Are you serious? I've been trying to get a res there forever." "Yes, yes, yes." Saturday came. Jade had blown up my phone Friday. "Where are you?" "Seriously, you're being a child. It was just a joke. I was drunk. You're proving my point about being boring by sulking." Didn't respond to any of it. The Blind Table experience was incredible. Luna was amazing company, engaged, adventurous, genuinely excited about everything. We laughed so hard trying to figure out what we were eating. She accidentally flung what turned out to be beet puree across the table in the darkness. We stayed an extra hour just talking after the lights came back on. Posted a few photos on Instagram. Nothing relationship-y, just the entrance to the Blind Table, the mystery menu, a shot of Luna laughing, tagged her with, "Thanks for being the perfect partner in culinary crime at Luna Explores." Normal stuff. My phone started buzzing immediately. Ignored it. Sunday morning, woke up to the aftermath. But that's a story for the update. Update 1. Holy hell. The entitlement is off the charts. So after posting those photos from the Blind Table, my phone became a notification nightmare. Started with Jade. 23 missed calls, 67 texts, 5 voicemails. The text started angry. "Are you kidding me right now? The Blind Table? That was my dream. Who is this girl? You did this to spite me?" Then shifted to bargaining. "Okay, I get it. You made your point. Can we talk?" "I'm sorry about Thursday. It was the alcohol talking." Then back to fury. "You're such a manipulative ass. I can't believe you'd throw away 8 months over one comment." Rico was right about you. That last one made me laugh. But here's where it gets good. I hadn't blocked her yet because I wanted documentation if things escalated. Sunday afternoon, she used her key to let herself into my apartment while I was at the gym. I came home to find her sitting on my couch, wearing one of my hoodies, eating my meal prep for the week. Jade, we need to talk. You need to leave. Jade, I live here, Garrett. You can't just ghost me because your feelings got hurt. Me, you live here? Show me your name on the lease. She actually smirked. Don't be like that. You know I've been paying half. Me, you've been paying $400 toward a $2,200 apartment because you said that's all you could afford. That's not half. And there's no agreement. You're a guest who's overstayed their welcome. A guest? We're together. Were, past tense. You made it pretty clear Thursday that you're settling for boring, safe me while pining for Rico. Jade, I was drunk. God, why are you so sensitive? This is exactly what I mean. Rico wouldn't have thrown a tantrum over some tipsy honesty. Cool. Go date Rico then. That's when she saw my phone light up. Luna had texted asking if I wanted to try this new climbing wall that opened. Jade lunged for my phone. Actually lunged. Me, what are you doing? Jade, let me see what this girl is saying. You're already moving on? It's been 3 days. You need to leave now or I'm calling building security. She started crying. But not sad crying. Angry crying. Jade, you took her to the blind table. I showed you their Instagram. I sent you articles about it. That was supposed to be ours. It was going to be. Had a reservation for our anniversary next month. But then you decided to publicly humiliate me and compare me to your ex, so her face went white, then red. You already had a reservation? Surprise, or it was supposed to be. And you just gave it to some random gym girl? I went with someone who actually seems to enjoy my company. That's when she lost it, started grabbing her stuff while ranting. You think you're so clever? You think you won? She's using you. The only reason girls like her talk to guys like you is for free stuff. At least I was honest about what you lack. Your honesty is noted. Your tea, please. She threw it at me. Literally threw it. Then grabbed a few more things while muttering about how I'd regret this and how Rico was twice the man I was. Me, tell Rico I said hi. She slammed the door so hard my neighbor texted asking if everything was okay. Monday morning, the real games began. But I need another drink before I write about that disaster. Update 2. The extinction burst, learned that term from Reddit, hit hard. First, she tried the social approach. Suddenly, mutual friends were reaching out. People who hadn't texted me in months. Hey man, heard you and Jade split. She seems really broken up about it. Jade's crying at brunch saying you kicked her out over nothing? Bro, she just made one drunk comment. Seems harsh. I kept my responses simple. She compared me to her ex and called me boring in front of everyone. I decided we weren't compatible. That's it. Some got it, some didn't. Whatever. Then came the financial guilt trip. Jade started calculating what she'd invested in our relationship. I woke up to an invoice. An actual invoice. She'd itemized groceries she bought $1,847. Emotional labor, $2,000. Her portion of rent, $3,200. Furniture and home improvements, $900. Total, $7,947. Her text, I expect you to be fair about this. I invested in US. My response, I paid $1,800 a month for rent. You paid $400. Over 2 months, I covered $2,800 of your living expenses. We're even. Her, that's not how relationships work. I made this place a home. Me, you bought some throw pillows from Target and a plant that died. But here's where she really played herself. Wednesday, I'm at CrossFit. Luna and I partnered up for the workout. We're just friends at this point. She's actually seen someone, just enjoyed the dinner adventure. Post-workout, we're sitting outside cooling down when Jade shows up, in full makeup, hair done, wearing a sports bra and leggings she definitely didn't own when we dated. Jade. Oh, Garrett. What a coincidence. Luna looked at me. I shrugged. Me, Jade. She sauntered over, completely ignoring Luna. I didn't know you worked out here. I'm thinking of joining. Is it good? You hate exercise. You said CrossFit was a cult. Laughing too loud. People change. Rico always said I should try new things. There it was. Rico again. Luna, I'm Luna. You must be his girlfriend. Well, we're working through some things. Raises eyebrow. Interesting. Garrett, I'll see you Friday? Yeah, see you. Luna left. Smart woman. Jade immediately dropped the act. Really? You're already scheduling dates? Me? We're workout partners, but even if we weren't, that's none of your business. I came here to give you another chance. I actually laughed. Couldn't help it. Me? You came to give me another chance? After calling me boring and saying your ex made you feel things? I couldn't? You're twisting my words. I said you were safe. Like that's better? Then she hit me with the nuclear option. Fine. You want to play games? Remember that little photography side business you're trying to start? Would be a shame if people knew what you're really like. How you manipulated me, gaslit me, threw me out with nowhere to go. I have all our texts, including the ones where you admitted you were just drunk and being honest. Try it. Her face crumpled, then hardened. You know what? You are boring. That dinner thing? That's the most interesting thing you've ever done, and you only did it to hurt me. At least Rico didn't need revenge to be exciting. Then go be with Rico. I can't. And there it was, the truth finally. Why not? She actually stamped her foot, like a toddler. Because he's engaged. He got engaged last month to some girl he's known for like 5 minutes. It should have been me. The pieces clicked. Her increased drinking, the comparison, the anger, me. So you settled for boring, safe me. And when Rico moved on, you took it out on me? I didn't settle. I thought. You thought you'd keep me as backup while waiting for Rico. She didn't deny it. We're done here. Don't contact me again. Don't come to my gym. Don't text my friends. Move on. You'll regret this. When you're alone and bored with your meal prep and your schedules, you'll remember that I was the exciting thing in your life. You confuse drama with excitement. There's a difference. I left her standing in the parking lot. That was a week ago. Time for the final update. Final update. Sometimes the best revenge really is living well. After the gym confrontation, Jade went scorched earth on social media. Posts about narcissistic exes and men who can't handle strong women, and my personal favorite, some people are so insecure they punish you for being honest. I didn't engage, just kept living my life. Started taking more photos for my side business, signed 3 new clients. Turns out being boring and reliable is exactly what people want in a photographer. Luna and I became better friends. She introduced me to her boyfriend, cool dude. We all grab drinks sometimes. She told him the blind table story, and he said I was his hero. But here's the beautiful karma part. Bianca reached out last week. We'd been friends before I dated Jade. Hey, sorry I haven't texted. The whole thing was awkward. No worries, I get it. Can I tell you something? We all knew she was still hung up on Rico. She talked about him constantly. You deserved better. Thanks. How's she doing? That's actually why I'm texting. Turns out, Jade's been spiraling. After our confrontation, she started showing up places Rico frequented. His gym, his favorite bar. Accidentally running into him. His fiancée was not amused. Rico had to threaten a restraining order. Told Jade publicly that he'd never take her back, that she'd become obsessive and unstable, and that's why he'd ended things originally. She tried moving back in with her roommate, except she'd burned that bridge when she moved in with me, telling the roommate she was upgrading and wouldn't be living like a college student anymore. Last Bianca heard, Jade was couch surfing and had started therapy. Good. Maybe she'll figure her stuff out. She keeps saying you ruined her life by taking someone else to that restaurant. I took a friend to dinner. She ruined her own life by treating relationships like safety nets. 2 weeks ago, I took a weekend trip. Solo hiking trip, something I'd wanted to do but Jade always called boring nature stuff. Posted a few photos from the summit. Epic sunrise, coffee with a view, that kind of thing. Got a text from an unknown number. Must be nice to afford trips when you owe me $7,947. Blocked it. Yesterday, Derek and I were trying this new ramen place. He's been my absolute bro through all this. We're laughing about something when I hear, Garrett? I turn. It's Jade. She looks rough. Hair unwashed, no makeup, wearing sweats. Need Jade? Can we talk, please? 5 minutes? I'll grab us a table. I stood there with her outside. I messed up. I was comparing you to a fantasy. Rico was never going to take me back. I knew that, but when he got engaged, I took it out on you. I know. I'm in therapy now, working on stuff. I just wanted to say I'm sorry for what I said, for how I acted after, for everything. I appreciate that. I hope therapy helps. She nodded, started to leave, then turned back. Was the blind table amazing? Yeah, it was. Good. I mean, you deserve to go with someone who was excited to be there with you. And then she left. Derek asked what that was about. I told him it was just closure. Here's the thing. I'm not mad anymore. I'm actually grateful. If Jade hadn't shown me who she really was that night, I might have spent years being someone's safety net, their boring backup plan while they pined for someone else. Now, I'm planning my next solo hiking trip. Considering taking a photography workshop. Asked out this woman from my book club who actually thinks my meal prep is adorably organized. Turns out being boring is pretty great when you're with people who appreciate stability, kindness, and reliability. Who knew that scheduling date nights and making grocery lists was actually adult behavior and not something to be mocked? My life isn't an action movie. I don't need underground raves or 3 a.m. road trips to feel alive. I like my routines, my meal prep Sundays, my scheduled gym time. The best part? I still have that blind table connection. Already booked another reservation, this time for me and Derek. He's been wanting to go since I told him about it. Jade wanted excitement with Rico. She got it, just not the kind she expected. Me? I'll stick with my boring life. It's pretty fun when you're not being compared to someone else's ex. Thanks for reading Reddit. Remember, when someone tells you you're not enough, believe them. Then go be enough for yourself. Oh, and always get your name on the lease.